These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are here chatting on Friday, April 19th. You guys are listening to this Sunday before game one of Celtics Heat, and perfect timing. Celtics Heat, we're talking about Sam Hauser, who was recently featured in a Adam Himmelsbach article for the Boston Globe titled, "It's a Frenzy All Over the League. Inside the fast formative night, Sam Hauser decided to become a Celtic." A reminder, as always, before getting into things, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the How About Them Celtics YouTube channel, and if you listen to us on podcast platforms, follow us there. And if you don't, go follow us there anyways. Use code CLNS on Prize Picks for up to $100 deposit matching. Now, Adam Himmelsbach wrote this article for the Boston Globe, obviously. Now, Sam, I don't know if you know this. This picture, we were sitting there at practice when this was happening, and all of us were just sitting there like, who the fuck is taking these pictures? Like, what is this? And we had no idea what it was for. And it turns out it was for an article, again, written by Adam Himmelsbach, which you can go read on the Globe here. We're not going to scroll through the whole thing because it is a paid-to-read article, but yeah.
NBA players can definitely all juggle. Another piece of evidence.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Maybe my best take ever.
But Sam Hauser, after going undrafted in the 2021 NBA draft, had a thing lined up with the Heat. He was supposed to go to Heat, gonna be there on a training camp deal, I think, but instead pivoted, two-way contract with the Celtics, and Adam Himmelsbach wrote about how it all went down. Hauser's mom, Stephanie, started by saying it wasn't a belief that he was going to be picked. It was more of a hope. And so they were hoping he was going to be picked, and then nope, didn't get picked. But Hauser ended up having to make a decision between two rivals who are now playing in the first round of the playoffs. And Hauser said he would talk with his parents and his girlfriend Mary, who's now his wife, and decide in the morning because the Celtics and Timberwolves were offering contracts, and the Heat wanted Hauser to join the summer league team where he would compete for a deal. So he had three on the table. And when I got off the phone, my dad was like, "Well, why don't you just sleep on it?" Hauser said, and I told him, "We've got 10 minutes." To make this decision. So he had to decide where he was going to go within the span of 10 minutes. And this is the photo of Hauser telling the Celtics he was choosing the Heat after pivoting, and like there was reporting from Shams or Woj saying like, oh, he's going to join the Heat, but then decided to join the Celtics. This is the picture from the moment it happened. That's his now wife, Mary, and then obviously one of his parents took the photo. But it's Hauser chilling, telling Brad, yeah, I'm going to be a Celtic, and now he's one of the best three-point shooters in the league on one of the league's best contracts and helping the Celtics compete for a title this year against the team he was supposed to sign with. Hauser on the Heat, Sam, would have been a problem.
He would have been the next Heat inbred. Plain and simple.
Would have been bad.
He was the perfect prototype for that. Obviously, you saw that the Celtics have made him into a key rotation piece, as is he. He's put in the work. Have to give him credit, of course. But since joining the Celtics, he has taken enormous strides. He has become one of the league's top three-point shooters. He has become a far better defender than he probably was while he was talking on the phone in that photo. The great thing about Sam Hauser is he is under contract for this season. He is under contract for next season. He's only making like $2 million. Whether or not he'll be a Celtic past that is yet to be even pontificated on, really. But he's here for a while. He's on a great contract, and he is somebody that can turn a game on its head. We've seen him have explosive scoring nights just by raining threes on opposing teams. Washington Wizards, I'm looking at you before you so rudely turned his ankle on him. Very rude. Scumbag. But good practice, actually, because you're playing the Heat. Yeah. Got to make sure you're ready that, you might get injured on purpose. Maybe Dwayne Wade will be there and rip your arm out of your socket or something.
Yeah, I mean, Himmelsbach broke down the whole thing, too, between the Heat and the the Celtics. He said, Hauser's mom said, Sam doesn't make spontaneous decisions very often. He's very methodical. So when we found out he had 10 minutes, we all kind of laughed. It was like, well, okay, let's get to talking. Meanwhile, Mike Zarin back in Boston was saying, we were all getting a little nervous because there were other guys we were trying to get. And if we couldn't get Sam, and talked about how it's like a frenzy all over the league. And yeah, they kind of like figured it out. The Heat were offering something. The Timberwolves were offering something. Apparently, according to Zarin, Hauser was their top target once the draft ended, despite their very minor concerns. And at the same time, Hauser looked at the Heat and was like, I saw Duncan Robinson, I saw Max Strus, like, that could be me. Like, he was very clearly like what they do. But the Celtics snagged him, and it is like incredible what Hauser has become. Like, I don't think 2 years ago when everyone saw Hauser, like, oh, this guy can shoot kind of. He's going to average almost 10 points on a team that's competing for a title. Like, what did Sam Hauser finish this season averaging?
9.8
Yeah, like
on 42.4.
He was the, let me just double check here, just so I don't speak over myself here. He was the 7th leading scorer. He averaged 9 points, 3.5 rebounds, 1.8, 1.0 assists on 44.6, 42.4 splits. And he attempted the 4th most threes per game on the team. And if you total it up, he took the 3rd most threes on the team. Only guys who took more were Tatum and Derek White. Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 3 million members. It is the easiest and most exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats and watch all the winnings roll in. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into 1,000 with basketball, hockey, college basketball entries today on Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. One of our favorite picks here at the How About Them Celtics podcast is the Drew Holiday blocks. It's usually 0.5. He just needs more than 0.5 blocks. That means 1 Drew Holiday block. And that pick is in the bag. Prize Picks is really simple to play. I can make my picks and submit my entry in less than 60 seconds. Download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Again, download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Like, you know what? Sam Hauser also won the 2nd most games in the NBA this season. Like, he played. Yeah, I tweeted that out yesterday. Peyton Pritchard played in all games, won 64. Hauser only played in 62 wins. Everyone else, like, no one else won at least 60 games. MVP. That's MVP. I mean, if you ask me.
So. MVP, yeah. Tatum, pay cut time, actually. If you, like, extension. Buddy, you don't even have the most wins on your own team.
It is wild how, like, quick and rapid the second round and everything goes. Like, I think that is a low-key big reason why they're going to break it down to 2 nights. Like, it's going to be easier not only for not only better for players to like get their moment and breathe, but like teams will have like a little more time to breathe, which is going to be even more important because the CBA, you need to hit your 2nd round picks. The 2nd round exception gives you an opportunity to sign these 2nd round picks to longer deals. Like, I think the 2nd round is going to become a more of a legitimate thing. Whereas over the last few years, it has been, I don't want a 2nd round contract. I want to compete for something bigger. But with the 2nd round exception, I think people are going to start treating it more like, okay, let's nail some picks here. So I'm in.
I mean, Brad Stevens has hammered that since he's been GM. Man has not made a 1st round pick yet. He hates the 1st round, despises the 1st round.
It's true.
And he has collected a plethora of 2nd round picks. So going forward, that's going to be a huge tool for the Celtics to not only find more players like Sam Hauser, but do it while not really having to pay them a ton of money. With this new CBA, like you mentioned, having a stranglehold on the league. The Celtics are already going to be paying their top guys so much money. Tatum's getting that Supermax this summer. Jalen already has it. They just gave Holiday an extension. Porzingis signed an extension when he got here. And Brad Stevens pretty much said Derek White is going to get an extension when we're allowed to talk about him getting an extension. So the money is going to the fellas at the top. They're going to have to hit on these 2nd round picks. Sam Hauser has been a tremendous Celtic. He has put in the work. He has been here through 3 seasons now, and he's gotten better each year. Career high for him in minutes, points, shooting percent. Actually, not shooting percentage. I think by 3-point percentage though, career high. Pretty good with the biggest role he's had. And
considering
again,
how good a shooter he is, yeah.
You can't really track his improvement on defense from looking at Basketball Reference, but he has done a tremendous job. Joe Mazzulla literally came out and was like, yeah, he's like a really pasty white guy. They're trying to attack him and they can't. And I mean,
I asked her that question.
He has been put to the test.
Yeah, I think I asked him that, and he was like, I'll just say it. No one else will. He's white. No one thinks he can play defense. But he's been a good defense.
I'm going to say it.
Defense this year. He said it. He did, in fact, say it. Yeah, shout out Sam Hauser. Unfortunately, next year might be his last year with the Celtics because I don't know
It
if they're going to be able to
probably
pay
will.
him. Yeah,
Bird
but
rights.
good for him, man. Well, we'll see.
We well, bird rights. 3 years.
I know, but you've got to make the cutoff somewhere. And if it was ever going to be somewhere, it'll be there.
Not my money.
I know, but like, he's not like Wick isn't Steve Ballmer. Wick isn't the Warriors guys. Like, they're going to make a cutoff somewhere, and I think it'll unfortunately be Hauser. So
Wick wins a
all the
couple
more
titles,
reason
might get
hit on your second round picks. Find a new Hauser.
Hit on
Find
the
a new
second
Hauser.
round picks.
Do it. Find a new Hauser.
Drew Peterson hit the gym,
I don't know if I'm as in
lift some weights.
Find a new Hauser. A new Hauser. Draft Cooper Flag. Trade up, cowards. Anyways, thank y'all for tuning
Tank
in
next year.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it very much. A reminder again, leave a like on the video. We'd appreciate it very much. Subscribe to the How About Them Celtics YouTube channel. Go check us out on podcast platforms. We drop new pods there 3 times a week and after every games. If that doesn't fall in one of those 3 days, which is Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, except we're dropping pod yesterday, this week, switched it up a little. So follow us there, leave us 5 stars. We'd appreciate it. And use code CLNS on Prize Picks for up to $100 deposit matching. I'll let Sam take it out.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our daily uploads. We're coming at you, like Jack said, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday with new pods. We have game recaps coming at you the morning after all these playoff games. How exciting. We have videos like this filling in the gaps. Plus, we're live for Talking C's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. Celtics to the round table around 6 p.m. on Tuesdays. And we're live for pregame half hour before every game. It's a blast. Come out and hang out. You can also find us on Spotify and Apple. If you want the audio pods and game recaps, they'll be in your feed. Leave a 5-star review. Email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. It's the playoffs. I know you have a ton to say. I'm sure we're going to hear from you this afternoon. So that's the email. Find us on socials at How About Them C's, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Our Facebook is just the name of the podcast. If you follow us there, you're going to get our streams. They're also on YouTube and on Twitter. Jack's Twitter at Jack's Money NBA. Mine is at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Taco. Come on.
Taco's